Good morning, my dear Hunties. Today is the day because I have visited the Hogwarts in snow. I have prepared a Christmas gift for you, which is kind of my little vlog from the Harry Potter studio. Stay tuned until the very end because in the end of this video I will try something really disgusting from the Weasley's shop. And also we will open the magical frog and see which wizard is on my card. So let's go! By the entrance of the making of Harry Potter we can see the famous chessman from the first movie of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And so we enter the world of Hogwarts now. I couldn't believe my own eyes when the door was open and I saw the Christmas trees in the main hall. This set is also from the first movie, and as you can see, this hall is so full of magic and so full of Christmas decorations. I couldn't miss the chance to film you some of the most famous dishes on the table of Hogwarts, which is turkey, potatoes, peas, and of course the magical burning puddings, which is the only special effect on the table, so you can see those burning fires under the puddings. And straight after visiting the main hall, we are moving to the costume room, where you can see the costumes of the famous characters of Harry Potter and of course from the ball of the fourth movie, which is the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. If you think that all the wizards and witches were having their own hair, you are wrong because there was so many wigs produced for the filming of Harry Potter, as well as other props like this famous waterfall of punch. I would love to taste it, but I'm not really sure that you can drink it. Here you can see the moving stairs, and so we are moving to the dormitory of Gryffindor boys. And as you can see, all the beds and everything is made real life size. One of my lovely things is of course the portrait of this lady we know from the movies. The magical clock. One of my favorite parts in this room is Slytherin main hall, and here you can see Crabbe and Goyle waiting for Malfoy probably. Not less incredible is the Gryffindor main hall, where you can see the famous costumes of Ron, Hermione and Harry in the middle, chairs and sofa, and of course the fireplace. One of the most fascinating rooms in this part of the studio is that one of Albus Dumbledore and his Phoenix. This room is made real life size, so we can walk through and see all these little decorations and details all around. And of course, if your deepest desire is to participate in the potion making class, you can visit the room of potion making, one of the most beautiful rooms in my opinion. It is so full of different kinds of ingredients, so accurate, full of details. My favorite part is the magical cauldron and the self-moving spoon. Isn't it the real magic, guys? Hagrid's hut is not as big as you may think, but still actors had to enter this hut to play their roles. You cannot imagine how many magical props are there, and what was fascinating part for me is the filming place of magical Quidditch game, because all the actors had to stay hanged to the ceiling and pretend playing the game. Of course I couldn't miss my chance to say my magical up and take the broom in my hand. Film effects room is truly great because you can see Hagrid's magical transport, the famous Harry's broom, and of course a little blue car. You remember when Ron had to kidnap Harry in the second movie of the Harry Potter? majestic door decorated with snakes leading to the Chamber of Secrets. Who does not remember so many magical things you could find in the house of Weasleys? A self-moving wardrobe. Knives cutting carrots and self-washing dishes in the sink. I have to admit I adore Mrs. Weasley in all the movies. I think she is the best wizarding mother ever. Oh, and I forgot to mention that in the very beginning of your studio tour, you can see the famous room of Harry Potter in Dursley's house, which is located under the stairs. By entering the darkest part of the studio, you can see the famous props from different parts of the movies, dedicated to the world of black magic, to the world of Slytherin and Voldemort. One of my favorite parts of this studio room is the famous scene of Voldemort and his servants. The Ministry of Magic fireplaces are also made real-life size, so actors could go inside and do their job. By walking closer to the prophecy orbs, you can see the accuracy they were made with. I cannot stand this lady, and you all know her, even if she is a cat lover and I love cats, I really hate her. Alright guys, so when I heard this music from the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire ball, I couldn't hold myself back not to dance. I can't really say I was really impressed by the size of the Forbidden Forest. I was expecting something more, at least some big trees and some other creatures there. But nevertheless, I met one of my favorite characters there, which is Buckbeak. Do you remember him from the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? I hate spiders, and honestly I didn't feel comfortable being there, and I know some of my friends also do hate them, but that was something I was really impressed by, because they are truly massive, so they were twice bigger than me. By walking out from the Forbidden Forest, you can try yourself and control the weather. I really love that part. Next, we are moving to the magical platform where you can see the train present in every Harry Potter movie, because there is only one train you could take to reach the Hogwarts. I could go inside, but since I visited this place 6 years ago, I didn't stay in the queue, so I skipped that to show you something more. Hogwarts Legacy is set in the 1890s and follows a student starting at Hogwarts in the 5th year. The player character who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart is capable of manipulating a mysterious ancient magic, and will need to help uncover why this forgotten magic has suddenly made a resurgence. The player is able to interact with characters previously seen within the Wizarding World franchise. The train trip was filmed using the green screen, so all the backgrounds were edited later. Do you remember the scene when Harry met Ron and Harry tried his first portion of magical sweets? On the opposite side, you can see costumes from the last movie about Harry Potter, when Harry, Ginny, Ron and Hermione were sending their kids to Hogwarts. So that was the first part of the Harry Potter studio tour, and straight after we were starving, so we took our magical burgers and of course the butterbeer. Just to mention, it is non-alcoholic beer with some cream on the top. The second part starts outside with some artificial snow, so it felt like real Christmas. Here you can see the famous purple night bus, the private drive and of course the house where Harry Potter spent his years. By entering, we can see the living room full of letters from the movie about Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Honestly, I would love to have one of these letters and go to Hogwarts. At least that was my childhood dream. Then you can see the scene from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban when his auntie became as big as the moon and floated away. One of the newest places I was honored to visit is the greenhouse full of mandrakes, and they produce a really disgusting sound. One of the scariest parts of the studios is Creature's Shop, where you can see all the masks made for the movie. And one of my most beloved characters is Dobby, of course, sitting there on the shelf. While exploring this room, you can notice the head of Hagrid. By the way, if you didn't know, Hagrid was not a real character, it was a robot controlled by the specialists, and then the image of the actor was edited later. The most beautiful part, in my opinion, is the part I have never visited before because it was not open 6 years ago when I first visited Hogwarts. Is the Gringotts Bank, so full of gold, so full of treasures like the costumes from the movie and also that invisibility clock. I don't know for how many times I walked through this hall, but it is just so incredibly made. And I thought I meant Malfoy on the right hand side with his blonde hair, but no, it was just a regular visitor. I wish one of these goblins would give me the key from my own treasure room so I could go there and grab a Philosopher's Stone to live forever and film these places for you. I could never imagine that the door from the room 713 where the Philosopher's Stone was kept is a real technological progress. My most favorite part of the whole studio tour was something shocking because I never expected to see something like that. I will not comment it, so just have a look and I hope you will visit Hogwarts and see it with your own eyes. Now follow me into the magical street where you can do all the most important shopping to start your year in Hogwarts. Here you can buy all the equipment you need, starting with choosing your wand, your broom, and buying some naughty disgusting sweets from the Brothers Weasley shop. By the way, don't switch off this video because I will try some of them in the very end. Probably the most disappointing fact about the making of Harry Potter is realizing that Hogwarts is not real. It's not the castle existing somewhere in the UK. It is a large sculpture made by architects and some professionals, so the little figures of actors were put inside while editing process. All the snow used in Hogwarts was not real, but that made of shredded paper, magnesium sulfate, and also some shredded plastic. The fire that would never burn your hands was the highlight of this special effects room. When I entered the room of magical wands, I have realized that it's all the lies, so I couldn't choose my own one. Though if you proceed walking to the shop, you can choose your own wand, but be prepared to pay at least £50 to get one. Since I have so many things from the Harry Potter studio from my first visit, I have limited myself by buying some sweets and some butterbeer I left in the car. So one of them is of course the chocolate frog, and let's see which card I have inside in the end of this video. And some every flavor beans. You know that some of them are disgusting, so let's try some of them in the end of this video. You enjoyed my trip to the magical world of Harry Potter. Today I showed you the Hogwarts with snow and with expectance of Christmas. I wish you all the best in the year of 2023. It is the card of Jaconda Sykes, and let's see what is she famous for. Jaconda Sykes, this witch is famous for the first ever Atlantic broom crossing. Wow! It didn't jump away. Now let's try every flavor beans. It's a nice writing here which says Harry Potter. Orange with red dots. Oh my god! I just saw the instructions and it says vomit. Oh! Let's find the one which says banana. Nice one. Airwalks. Seriously, Airwalks. It is the one, guys. Bless me. You have created one with the rotten egg taste. Let's do it. It should be yellow in color with some yellow dots. Woo! Yuck! Oh, seriously. Oh, this one says to be soap. I can tell you, I could eat the soap. It's a really nice one. Your mouth will smell delicious and super clean. Alright, now we have to choose the blue peel or the red peel. I will take both. It's the earthworm and the blueberry. And let's take some black pepper on the top. Woo! Enjoy your day!